Healing isn't found in intensity. It isn't born from dramatic breakthroughs, emotional explosions, or one perfect moment that suddenly fixes everything. Healing is quieter than that, slower, more patient. Healing is found in rhythm, not in grand transformations, but in small repetitions, done with care, done with attention, done with love. Because the body, like the universe, moves in patterns. The seasons turn, the moon cycles, the heart beats in steady intervals. The breath flows in and out without force. When you live out of sync with these rhythms, you suffer. You push when the body asks for rest. You numb when the heart asks to feel. You rush when the nervous system asks for safety. And when you return to rhythm, you heal. The ancients understood this deeply. They never separated healing from living. They didn't treat health as something you chased after damage occurred. Health was something you cultivated daily, quietly, consistently. Breath was medicine. Movement was medicine. Silence was medicine. Sunlight, water, sleep, and touch were medicine. They believed health wasn't a goal to achieve. It was a byproduct of harmony. When your actions, emotions, and attention moved together instead of pulling against each other, the body naturally stabilized. What modern medicine calls homeostasis. Ancient philosophy simply called balance. The medicine of repetition. Healing is less about doing new things and more about doing the right things consistently. 5 minutes of breathwork every day heals more than one intense retreat followed by months of neglect. A gentle walk each morning restores more than punishing workouts, fueled by guilt and self-judgment. Because the body does not heal from motivation. It heals from rhythm. Every repeated act becomes a message to your cells. Every morning routine, every evening wind down, every consistent meal or moment of stillness sends instruction inward. We are safe. We are steady. We are home. Your biology responds to what you do most often, not what you do occasionally. Consistency teaches the nervous system what to expect, and what it expects, it prepares for. This is why chaos exhausts the body, and why rhythm restores it. The nervous system's love language. Your nervous system is always listening, not to your affirmations, but to your patterns. If your days are rushed, unpredictable, and overstimulated, the nervous system assumes danger. It stays alert, tight, reactive. But when your days carry rhythm, and regular sleep, nourishing food, gentle movement, moments of silence, it finally relaxes, and a relaxed body can repair. This is why ancient healers focused so much on daily rituals. Morning sunlight, mindful meals, evening reflection, predictable rest, simple practices, sacred because of their consistency. Stability is not boring to the body, it is comforting. It is the soil in which healing grows. Without safety, the body survives. With safety, it heals. The healing power of awareness. You cannot heal what you refuse to feel. Awareness is the first medicine, before supplements, before techniques, before effort. Awareness asks you to notice. Notice where your energy leaks, into overthinking, resentment, comparison, or resistance. Notice where the body tightens, where the breath shortens, where the jaw clenches or the shoulders rise. And instead of attacking those places with force, you meet them with breath. Not blame, not fixing, just listening. Because energy trapped in emotion becomes tension, and tension held long enough becomes pain. Awareness softens what force cannot. Healing does not begin when you control the body. It begins when you listen to it. Rest as recalibration. Rest is not laziness. It is leadership. Even the earth rests between seasons. Even the heart pauses between beats. Even the breath contains space between inhale and exhale. Ancient cultures understood this. They did not glorify exhaustion. They honored cycles. You cannot heal if you only rest when you break. You heal when rest becomes part of your rhythm. Because the nervous system does not respond to occasional relief. It responds to consistent safety. Rest is how the body recalibrates. It is how the mind resets. It is how healing catches up to living. The role of stillness in healing. Stillness is the body's repair mode. When the breath slows, the nervous system shifts out of survival. Blood flow redistributes, hormones rebalance, repair mechanisms activate. This is why meditation works, not by magic, but by biology. Stillness tells the body, There is no immediate threat, and when the threat response turns off, healing turns on. You don't need hours of silence. You need consistency, moments of stillness woven into the day. Before meals, before sleep, between tasks, healing happens not when you escape life, but when you breathe deeply within it. Energy, emotion, and flow. Emotion literally means energy in motion. When emotion is suppressed, energy stagnates. When it is expressed, through movement, breath, or sound, it flows. This is why movement heals faster than rumination, why walking clears the mind better than overthinking, why stretching releases what talking cannot. The ancients moved daily, not for aesthetics or performance, but for flow. They understood. A stagnant body creates a stagnant mind. A moving body clears emotion. So they walked, they stretched, they danced, they worked with their hands. Not intensely, rhythmically, intentionally. Healing happens when energy moves again. Healing as remembering. Healing is not about adding something new. It is about returning to what you forgot. The body already knows how to heal. The mind just needs to stop interrupting. Silence, breath, water, sunlight, rest. These are not luxuries, they are instructions. You do not create healing. You remember it. And remembering is simply repetition with awareness. Each day you return to rhythm, the body recognizes itself again. Each time you choose consistency over intensity, you rebuild trust with your nervous system. Healing is not dramatic, it is devotional. Pause. Place your hand on your heart, feel the rhythm beneath your palm, breathe slowly, not deeply, gently. Ask yourself, where have I been rushing what needs rhythm? Where have I been demanding transformation instead of allowing consistency? Where can I choose repetition over intensity? Because healing is not a project to complete. It is a pulse to return to. And when your actions, thoughts, and breath begin moving together, when your days carry rhythm instead of force, you stop chasing balance. You start becoming it.